You guys see fresh and easy, man? Yeah, man. Life isn't always so fresh or so easy. But what's inside of there? A lot of groceries and stuff you buy, right? You got the milk, you got the, your fruits and vegetables and stuff, and all that stuff, man, very perishable. What does that mean? I mean, when you buy it, you better eat that motherfucker, otherwise it goes bad. There's a shelf life to it, a time trial. Use it or lose it. And if you don't use it, then your investment in that product, you don't quite reap all the reward of that. So that's a little metaphor, I think, in life, because life itself is perishable. If you're playing basketball and you're shooting free throws, and you're at the line when the pressure's on you, if you don't constantly, when no one's watching, drill it, 1,000 buckets a day, when it matters, maybe you miss. If you're in the military, you're Delta Force or something. If you're not in the range, firing thousands of rounds, well, then when you pull on a fire, maybe you're not putting one to the head, one to the chest. Maybe you're missing it. And maybe in that split second, it costs you your life. All these things eventually will be tested. You have the time right now to prepare them, to ensure the skills don't get spoiled like some fruit and fresh and easy. See, the thing about life, we're gonna die, right? Eventually we're gonna die, but our legacy can live on. The impact can be non-perishable, forever, but it's gotta be built right. And we gotta take advantage of the time we have right now. If you want it bad enough, you find a way. If you don't want it bad enough, you find an excuse. It's called the body weight beatdown. You don't need any weights for it. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need any barbells. You don't need any equipment. All you need is this motherfucker. That's your weight, your body weight. Last I looked, the person that finishes the race with their hand held isn't about the, how big they are, how tough they are, their potential. It's their perseverance. Meaning it's not about the dog that's in the fight. It's the fight within the dog. Well, yeah, it's a shitty situation. I gotta go to work because I gotta pay the bills and support my family. But you know, it doesn't mean I have to shortcut my success in what I'm doing. I'll find a way to work this out. How do you do that? You gotta have a little ingenuity. I'll provide that for you guys. All you have to do is follow it. And what's not normal is what your body doesn't know. When your body doesn't know what it is, it's forced to adapt. That adaptation leads to growth. Only weak motherfuckers in life go after things and attempt things they already know they can achieve. You've got to do something you're not quite sure of. Try something new if you want to switch it up. That's where growth comes, man. That's where your body's forced to adapt. Forced to suffer the discipline today, so you never suffer the form of regret tomorrow. That's what the fuck that's about. It's not the load, guys, that you're carrying that breaks you. It's the way in which you carry it. Meaning, we all fail in life. We all hit failure. It's the way in which you handle failure. If you find out it destroys you or not. Because last I looked, failure is temporary. Giving up, that's permanent. When you think that way, guys, in here, it's not work, man. It's love. When you love something, you put your passion behind it and pay your dues every day. You set trends, man. You don't follow them. You set the fucking trends. See it. The life we live, guys, is a differential of margins that's almost unmeasurable. What is successful and what is failure, the differential are so small. We're talking about seconds. We're talking about, reps. We're talking about the finest echelon of measurement that will make or break someone's life to be successful at that moment. And once at that moment successful, that gives a birth of a lifestyle that's unbeatable, second to none. But in order to have that first success, you must ensure yourself that you're giving it all you can today, because the future we don't know, do we? We're training for that. And when I hear people say terms like good enough, it bothers me to an nth degree, because they are saying something that is justified at the moment, but not quantitative until a future endeavor of life. So therefore, they are passing judgment on now for a future event that they knew nothing about. They're bullshitters. Good enough, if you think about it, good is a positive, enough's a negative. That's an oxymoron right there. It's hypocritical in its own sense. There is nothing that's ever good enough. The only thing that's enough is at the end of the day, the nth hour, the final hour, whatever you're fucking going for, that your hand is raised victoriously, that's when you know it's enough. And you're in the gym right now to ensure that that event goes your way. And it will never go your way, guys, if you're saying today is good enough. If you never say good enough today, I promise you tomorrow will always be enough. Whenever good enough isn't enough, you can bet tomorrow you'll have enough. I looked this workout up, guys, last night, and I'm telling you, I'm a little fearful of it. I had a little bit of a nightmare about it. It's gonna take something else. It's gonna take that X factor attitude to push through this. But if you get through this, guys, you won't ever question the fucking terminology of society's weakness of good enough. If you make it through this workout, you will have enough to ensure your endeavors are fulfilled to victorious levels. Society is plagued with normality. Second place for some fucked up reason is the ultimate place, because it's not too prideful, it's yet humble, and it's bullshit, guys. Second place is the first fucking loser. If you hit second, that's fine if you gave it your all. But if you every single day say good enough, good enough, good enough, and you come up second, well, you're nothing enough. The margins, guys, in life, that dictates a champion, someone that's remembered and not forgotten. The legacies of life, the role models, the one that stands those tests of time I always talk about, don't know terms like good enough. It's too fucking hard. And they failed over and over and over again so many times that they've learned what it takes to succeed. With failure comes success, and with success comes blueprints of fundamental principles that lead to success. Stop listening to the normality of life and everyone saying the way it is the way it's going to be for you. The way it is for you is blood, sweat, and tears today to create a foundation of strength for tomorrow. Those days combined into whatever dream you want to be a reality. We are always fighting for that edge, always fighting for that opportunity. So it's not past, it's not missed, but lived. We're not gonna cry about those opportunities. We're gonna smile, remember them, and thank God they came, because we were ready when they fucking came. You won't be ready if today isn't pushed with the strenuous nature and the pressure of the moment in the future that everything rides on. That stress of everybody on you, and it's a make or break moment in your life, must exist today with no one watching. If that's ever gonna happen your way, you need that X factor. You need that leg up. It's too fucking hard. This workout will ensure that you never have to question your intensity. You make it through this, guys, you're gonna make it through life. I said leg up because that's what this is. It's a leg workout, and it will bring you a leg up in life. It's intense, man. I'm not sure I'm ready for it, but the challenge of that inspires me to fucking reach barriers I haven't been to. And I'm excited to share them with you. And you guys watching this, share them with yourselves and your friends. And together, we'll be part of society that doesn't take second place as first. There's first place, and then it's forgotten. Leg up begins now. The little details in life add up to be the moments, the inches, the seconds we need to be successful. When you give it your all, and you're willing to give up that, put all your will, all your effort, and look past the temporary pain of it to what that pain will dry and solidify into later, as this being the down payment for the future investment to come. We're willing to sacrifice this now for the belief of what tomorrow can be. You know, you must hope and believe in yourself if you ever want to see what that hope can turn into, what that belief can turn into. By doing this every day, repetitively, those are the measures that lead to the big moments of success that everyone sees in life. No one sees the struggle in here. No one sees the hardship, the early mornings you get up. No one sees any of that. They just see if your hand's raised or not. And if it is, Oh, what a great guy. Oh, I wish I could be that guy. I wish I could be that guy. But they're not clapping, wishing they could be you. At 5 in the morning when you get out of bed, when it's pissing rain outside, to come and train for that hand to be raised. They don't want to be that guy. They just want the glory. And that's the differential of a champion. You know, in adversity, guys, is where you find character. When the winds of the world, when the winds of life don't hit your sail, the champions man up, grab the fucking oar, and drive that ship in the direction they want to go. It's not about the opportunities given to you. It's about the opportunities you create. I mean, I can't tell you the definition of success. I really can't, man. Because it's individual to every individual. It's a measure of will and heart. And they combine with a talent and a love for something, the directional path in some endeavor. And there's so many factors in there. So it's very hard to really put the recipe of what success really is. It's a portion of heart, a portion of will, and an unyielding dedication to see that through. You know, and it's different for everybody. And there's very few examples really of true success to really measure and emulate from. What there's a plethora of are examples of failure. I can tell you the recipe for failure. I can tell you how it's hard to get off the couch and take that one step towards greatness. I can tell you how hard that is. I can also tell you how hard it is, 10 times harder, looking back on your life as time expires, knowing you could have been great when you didn't get off the couch, but it's too much time, you can't do anything about it. I can tell you how the worst failure in life isn't the person that fell down, it's the person that never got out to try. There's a million examples on how failure is made. Success is written every single day. And it starts here in the gym in small endeavors. Planning it out, having everything in line to ensure success. Thinking before acting. Right now when it's hurting, do we go on or not? Do we give it much and give it that one? Will we lighten up the pain saying a little too much? Do we welcome it, or do we run from it? These little tests, the little tiny details of life, makes that dream a possibility. It's right here. You're being tested every single day in the gym to weather those storms out there. So you go into adversity at your job, or in your relationship, or any other endeavor in life, that you've already seen it once. You've seen what pushing through that is, facing it, meeting it head on, that fear, that pain, whatever else, how you can beat it back. You've done it here day in, day out. So out there, when it does arise, you do it again. And you don't fall down. If you fall down, you get back up. You keep getting back up. What I do right now, I take one step forward. I turn around in exhaustion. Salute my former self that was right there. Proud of that motherfucker. Yeah, I'm tired. That motherfucker gave it his all to ensure that right now, I got the most out of it. That motherfucker and me are the same. But it's funny, when the pain starts to set in, you know, you start going for a run, you start to feel that fatigue sets in. We start losing, you know, the luster, the taste for those dreams, because it starts to hurt more. It starts to cost us more than we're willing to pay or pay out or when we're the shoulder. And so there's times like, you know, if you guys go for a run hard and you sprint all you got, before that run, sit there and go, all right, I'm gonna run from here to the end of the block and back as fast as I can. You hit the end of the block and you commit to it. Once you go into it and you start feeling the pain of it, watch what happens to you. Watch how fast, whatever that goal you're going for, how it loses value, it vanishes. Because the pain is too much for you. Because you're in the wrong frame of mind. Mentally, you must be there before you physically even start. When you go there, you've already finished the line, you know, the race at that time. You're not thinking of the pain. You're looking at the fucking clock, beating it. It's a mindset, guys. Before it's ever some body. You know, the physical body is just the messenger of the true will of what this is saying. This doesn't say it. This can't do it, motherfucker. You know, fortune favors the strength, man. Favors the strong. It doesn't favor the weak. If you want good fortune in life, it doesn't come your way, man. You have to create it, man. You have to create your opportunities in life. They'll come in disguise. Well, if you're working hard and your pulse of life is always beating, that disguise is always seen. Most people that are feeling down and that are the losers of society, they're always looking for excuses. Where the winners are looking for solutions. Those opportunities come in disguises where if you're in it to win it and that's your mentality, you see right through that disguise and you jump at it. But some people are like, what are you doing, man? It makes no sense what you're doing. They don't understand it because they're not in it to win it. They're mentally fucking have already lost it. They've given up before they even started because mentally they don't believe in themselves. So it's like when the winds of life don't hit your sail, you grab the fucking oars of life and you start pushing your body, your boat, your vessel into the harbor of a known point that you want to be. No one's gonna fucking get you there. You gotta get yourself there, guys. These bars, man. These bars, yeah, they exist here in reality, or far too often they exist in your head, self-created barriers that you put yourself in the way of. Saying, I can't get through, I can't get through, I can't get through. And then you stop your endeavor. Instead of saying, hey, if I turn my body, I can get through. See, that's what winners do. They find solutions. Where losers, oh, I can't do it. See, it's too hard. So I can't. Fuck those people, man. If you're one of them, fuck. I don't have much fucking time. Why would I give today up? I'm angry. I want it all, man. I want more than that. How you gonna get it? I'm willing to work for it. So therefore, I demand to get it. And I work harder and harder and harder. And there's people that are writing in saying, I'm lost, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. Grab your fucking nuts. For once in your life, have some ownership, some credibility behind your actions and your words. Mean what you say, do what you say. Follow through for something for one time in your life. One time, follow through on what you say. You will feel a high that you've never felt before. When you follow through on things in life, guys, you achieve the confidence, the mentality that anything's possible. When you've been blessed with that emotion, that feeling, that is the start, the spark plug, the igniter for the rest of your life success. It doesn't happen until you commit one time. Everybody's asleep, man, or they're just getting home after a long night. You know, going out there partying. It's Friday night. It's close to 3 in the morning right now. You know, the thing is, man, it's always going to be a party. There's always going to be a time to celebrate, and there's a time to join friends, or a day to, I mean, the bars are always open. Always open. No matter how old you are, they're always open, you know? What's not always open is the opportunity to check the box in life. You know, to achieve your dreams. That's not always open, man. And it's funny, it's like, you know, I'm not saying you do it all the time and everything else, because everyone needs release in life. But it's funny when you're coming here and you're closing the gym up, and there's no one in the parking lot except for my car. And everyone else probably getting home from some party right now, because bars are closed right now too. You know, they're probably going to sleep, and they're probably going to have to wake up and apologize to somebody for however way they acted, because that's not who they really are. They're chemically induced to be a certain way, to have the social lubricants, or be able to talk, to be liked, and so they take something in order to be that guy. Just like people that do steroids, whatever else. I have to take this to be all that, you know? But who I am as an individual isn't quite good enough. That's why I need to take something and become somebody else. You know, it's a sad reality. Coming here at night, and, you know, I don't know what it is about it, man. But like, man, it's just the air smells a little bit better right now. You know, when you say you're gonna do something and then you follow through and you do it, not at the end when you cross the marathon, you finish it, or your hands raised. I'm talking about right now. The small steps in between the big successes that everyone sees. No one sees this. Right now, I'm saying, like, there's a confidence to it, man. There's a bad motherfucker that's right here, you know, that's getting ahead of the competition. There's an overwhelming sense of fulfillment and pride and satisfaction with that. You know, I didn't have to shoot up anything. I didn't have to drink anything. I didn't have to go party anything. All I had to do was just go work out. And now what's going to happen is a residual effect of that. Not only does my body grow, but my belief in whatever my current endeavors are, they seem closer. They seem like, you know, I can reach out and grab them now. And you don't get that sense of confidence by going through society's rhyme the reasons. You know, you do your own thing, you know, especially when everyone else isn't doing it, and they call you crazy, whatever else. Oh, you're in here, and people driving by being like, what the fuck's that guy doing up so late? Well, what's up so late mean? I don't know. It's the moments in life, the decisions you make on a moment-to-moment basis that add up to be the guy or not the guy.
Tonight, I did something, you know, that I feel more of a guy. For me, who I am, my guy. You know, repeat that over and over and over again. It's just, one, it's a better life. You feel like more confident, you have a better sense of reality. You know, the way you go about your day is in a more productive fashion. You're more goal-oriented. They all just synergetically go together into a movement, a force that's very unstoppable, man. And with that success come a lot of people that are, you know, gonna applaud you, but the majority will hate you, man. They really will. They're gonna hate you because, you know, your success is a spotlight shining down on their misfortune. They fucking hate you for what you're doing is reminding them of their missed opportunities and stuff. So, you know, it's lonely, man. Just like being this only car out in the parking lot. But if you're cool with that, man, if you're cool with walking in the shadows of yourself and, you know, the only person you got is the man right there in the shadow, man. How you doing? Pretty good. How you doing? All right, man. Cool, cool. It's kind of weird having a conversation with you, but ain't no one else around because everyone else has faded way back then, way back there. You know, if you're cool with that kind of walk of life, I'll tell you, man, the world is your playground.
95% of the game, like I said before, is right up here, guys. If you guys fucking believe you can do this, you can eat fucking Twinkies and become the fucking man. I know there's no scientific evidence for that, guys. But I swear to you, obviously eating right, resting, you know, having good cardio and everything else, all these things add up to equal weights and they're all very important. But none of them mean anything without the mental fucking state that today I'm no longer being a fucking loser. Today I'm gonna change my fucking path. I'm gonna get on the path of success. I don't care how long that road is. I'm gonna see it through no matter what. Because you know what? I've been living enough years in this shithole and I don't wanna be here anymore. I'm not happy with this. And I'm tired of making excuses. I'm tired of going through the same circular motion of shit. I wanna be different. And last I look, every single day I'm getting older. Meaning I'm gonna get older and I'm running out of time.
If you give it all you have, you're gonna get max potential back. And then who knows what can come. That's the beautiful thing. If you don't show up, guys, you know the outcome. You'll never get the job, never get the part, never get the girl if you don't show up. If you show up, you put yourself in a situation to create those opportunities. And when you show up, how hard do you go? That's the faster that opportunity will come to life for you. It's up to you guys. But I applaud you for being here. I applaud you for watching this, encouraging you to incorporate this in your workout. You'll see the gains like I did, and you'll fall in love with it. Even though it's tiring and exhausting, and you're sweating your ass off, and you're tired as can be, small down payment that you're willing to pay every day for the large investment of a greater life. You only got one life, guys. Again, if you work it right, you only need one. Good times, bad times, they pass equally the same rate. Meaning time doesn't stop, they slow down so you can celebrate a little longer. Time also doesn't slow down so you feel a little more pain longer. They move unconditionally. You know, no prejudgment. Time continues to move. And a year from now, it's gonna happen like that. And who is your future self? 1 year from now, who is it? Just like everyone's out of here, go party Saturday night. They're not willing to sacrifice. I'm like the lone survivor in here. You know, tonight will be over with too. Tomorrow I'll be stronger for it. Another day will go by. 365 of them happen so fucking fast. Who are you gonna be in a year from now? And in a year from now, does that future person hold regret or pride? We know that day's coming. We can't go backwards, we can only go forward. We know that day's coming. What we do right now, we'll ensure it goes our way. We'll ensure that there is no regret. That's something you can't ever fucking fix. It's a debate inside your head that never stops. We can learn from past regrets to ensure we don't re-regret them. To ensure we don't go out tonight. Maybe we stay in here even else no one else is here. And push you a little bit further. There's still work to be done. The party I might smile at tonight. The laughter I might be had tonight is a huge distant second to the fucking pride one feels of accomplishing their goals. And here, even though it's painful, it's joyful because I can taste it, I see it clear, I'm closer to it. A year will come with great honor, not great regrets.
That's it, guys. It's still early in the morning, man. What time is it right now? About 7:45, 8 o'clock, man. Got the whole day, man. Whole day to do whatever you want, man. Workout's done. You paid your fucking dues. You're that much closer to becoming that person you always knew you could be. I mean, isn't it about time you do that? Isn't it about time you become that person you knew you always could be? How do you do that? You break the fucking mold, guys. You get the fuck out of bed when it's cold, when it's early. You do something away from the normality of what you've been doing. That's psychotic behavior. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result doesn't work that way. You must switch up the mainframe. Switch it up if you want a different result, man. Why not try it, man? Shock the system. Start with an earthquake, man. What I mean by that is, yeah, get up at 4 in the fucking morning one day. Just one day. And go for a fucking run. Commit to one day. And see how you feel. As you're jogging it back in around 5 or something. As your neighbors are still asleep. Or as you're jogging it back in at 6 o'clock. And your neighbor's just getting up, grabbing the coffee, looking outside. Wondering, what the day's gonna hold for them. Well, your day's already provided something for you. You see how that works? Mentally, you feel like, wow, man, that was fucking alive. And then you go about your day at work, and your coworker's like, who the fuck? What happened to old Greg, man? This is who's this? That's right, the new motherfucker's here to stay. And get the fucking on my plan, or get the fuck out of my way. That's how you run it, man. But you won't get to know what I'm talking about, man. You can't look at a picture of something of Hawaii and feel the cool breeze and the warm water. You gotta be there, man. You can't talk it all the time. You gotta walk it. Commit to one day. Try it. See how it feels. Getting up that fucking early when everyone else is asleep. Or when it's that cold. When everybody else says, no, this is not comfortable. We shouldn't do this. You say, yes, motherfucker, I'm gonna introduce myself to it. And who that person is, we don't know. Who could it be? It's exciting, man. Because the way you feel after that, as exhausted or as how, unpleasant as the experience might be, the after effect on how prideful you feel, man. That's something you're either gonna love or not. And if you love it, dude, you're on your journey to something magical, man. And you will become that successful person, where success doesn't define you, you define the motherfucking success. That's what it's all about, guys. In there, we just did something called a deltoid destruction, man. Deltoid, your shoulders. We got a front, a side, and a rear deltoid. We hit them all. A lot of that supersets. There's 8 exercises, all supersetted. 3 sets for each exercise, man. So that's 24 fucking sets there. And that one, on the stair climber shoulder, man, that's 55 reps per set. You got 3 of them. I mean, that's a motherfucker in there you just said hello to. You just walked into Devil's Den and slayed that motherfucker in the nuts. And then you made the motherfucker say thank you for it. That's right, man. You do that every day, man. This world is fucking easy, man. This is so simple, man. You get out of your own fucking way, man, and you line this shit up. Dude, this shit becomes your dreamland, your playground. It's within your grasp, guys. Greg Plitt, thanks for watching. It's the fact that you had an idea, you believed in it, you put action to an idea, so a dream became a reality. This is as good as it gets, man. That's when you do it right. Otherwise, you sit back and you wonder, what if? What if is the worst question you can ever ask yourself. I failed is 1,000,000 times better than what if. Because that motherfucker got up and did something, showed up. 10 times more of the man that says what if. Fuck what if, man. What if is an ongoing debate inside yourself that you can never come to conclusion on. I got up and failed, at least I know. Otherwise, what if every minute of every day for your existence, battling inside your head, trying to turn off the voices, but you can't. And you can't do anything about it because the window of opportunity is closed. There's nothing you can do but sit back and wonder, what if? Nope, don't like that, man. I'd much rather take the gamble and lose.
And if you really want to avoid all the critics in your life, then do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing, and you'll never get their attention. But if you are something, and you're doing something, you become something, guess what? You get their attention. And that pisses them off, because they could never be what you are now. So the only thing they can do to make them feel good is try to bring you the fuck down. I say thank you for that. Thank you for acknowledging the fact that I'm doing something. Cause I don't know who the fuck you are, but you seem to know who I am. Works for me, fucker.
But don't ever sell out for the temporary reward of what the opportunity is today. Believe in the bigger picture. Believe that all these things are just moments building the wave for the big moment to come. Always plant the seeds of hard work and integrity and honor today, and then every day you water them and nourish them, believe in them. One day that will sprout a flower of which, when you're dead and gone, people will still remember.
Everyone does a few reps when the burn starts and they stop. No one goes the extra mile and keeps going. Like no one's in here right now. Why? Because it's Saturday evening, everyone's going to party, no one's in here, just me. You know, no one goes the extra mile. The thing about traffic jams, guys, there are no traffic jams in the last mile of the race. It's just you and your shadow. In the beginning, everybody's there. All the pretenders and the contenders. They're all there. But the last yard of life, the last mile of the journey, ain't nobody but you and your shadow. Traffic jams don't exist that far, because everyone else has already given up. That's what I like too, the mental concept. I'm going that far. I love the physical high of the burn being released. I love the mental high that I improved myself. I love the mentality that I'm beating my competitors silently where they don't even know it. They're out partying, I'm out here getting a hit.
I like these conditions. Because if you can perform in these conditions, and anything's easy. Especially when your competition is sleeping, you're out here working, it makes your desire solidify even more. Because success doesn't know these things about cold or early or tired. It just knows if you showed up or not. The difference between someone successful and someone that's not successful is not their ability. Because this world is filled with people who's never achieved their true ability. The differential is their desire. When you get up this early, this cold, when no one else is here, and you know no one else is here, they're all holding their blanket for warmth. We're holding our dreams for warmth, what could be, man. We're putting the desire in right now to make sure they come to fruition. When you do that, when everyone else is sleeping, it gives you an invincible edge, man. This workout, deltoid dominance, 8 exercises, all supersetted, hitting every single part of the deltoid. It's gonna be good, man. Not gonna be cold for long. Go get it on. Outside the parking lot, dreary, cold morning, Miami Fitness here. Why did I bring that up? Because it's up to the individual to allow the dreariness to set inside. Do we worry about external factors, or do we worry about what's inside of ourselves? Those two different things are the two measures of confidence, positive and negative confidence. And negative confidence is an egocentric person. Bases all their performance trying to achieve third parties' agreeability, their likeness, their thumbs up, because we value their opinion. Those kind of people allow this mood and weather and everything to set in to dictate their performance of the day. There's also another side, the positive side of confidence, starts from within. That's called pride. That doesn't value rain, sun, if there's someone in the corner looking at them, if it's 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, that pride is always awake, always turning, always burning for the ideology of greatness to be matured into reality. That's internal pride. No one can alter that. But if you're coming in here with an ego, you better check it right here in the parking lot, because that will destroy your efforts in there. It also will probably destroy you physically, because an ego person puts others first in their opinion second. So they're always willing to gamble themselves to adhere to what the third party people want. That's a recipe for disaster, guys. Inside we grow. We start from here and it comes out. This workout's called Pictorial Pride. Chest workout, the pride from within, is going to give birth to the strength and the capability of the fundamental structure that we can achieve this stuff. And from within, we're not worried about the sun, the clouds, the fucking people in the parking lots. We're worried about our mission at hand, and we're going to achieve that mission. They say the greatest achievement of somebody comes right after their worst defeat. When they've hit rock bottom, hit the bottom of the barrel, they got nothing left. Everyone's given up on them. They've lost all their worldly possessions. They're dead broke on their back. It's at that point, guys, when everything's lost, that everything can be gained. There's no more ego there, is there? They let go of, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if I don't like, what if this person rejects me?
the animosity, the pressures of society, let it all go because they've lost it all. They're just now left with the intestinal fortitude, the pride within. Do I want to stay on the bottom of this barrel, or do I want to climb the fuck out of this hole? And that is a spark of what it turns out to be their greatest moment, their greatest hour. We can live that way, guys. Imagine the life you can live when you let go of the thought of failure. When the fear doesn't resonate inside of you to paralyze yourself in a self-paralysis state. When that's gone, the freedom. When you judge yourself on your own measure, you're not worried about other people's opinions. Because when you don't worry about anyone else and you just worry about what's in here saying, the pride of confidence, funny, all this is taken care of too. With one comes the other in a positive way. Miami Fitness. It's early in the morning. Most people are sleeping right now because it's dreary. You know, if you look at 365 days of the year, a good third of them are dreary. 1/3 of your opportunity to become something this year. You're gonna let it pass by? You can get the fuck out of bed and make it happen. You might think that bed's warm, feels all comfortable. You come here, you kill it, give it everything you have, leave it all here. The warmth you feel after that, second to none, man. Second to none. No sheet can provide that comfort for you. When you give it all here, guys, and you leave it all here, you are at your weakest state, bottom of the barrel. What's about to happen? Your greatest triumph. You kill yourself on pride in here, leaving nothing to spare. What's gonna come? The growth of opportunity. There's gonna be sun out here real soon, I guarantee it. Let's go. Nothing's perishable. It's all legacy being built. Question for you guys is, you know, it's so easy for me when I cut my hand in the very beginning of this. I say, dude, it hurts, man, I can't go on. It's so easy to make that excuse, and you know what, I can live with that. That's a viable excuse, right? But is it the truth? Can you go on? What else do you want? Is this stronger than your dreams? And do you put as much time and attention into your dreams as you do your fears? That makes sense to you guys? So many people think all day long on what they're scared of. You know, before a wrestling match, you know, back in the day, I remember a lot of my opponents be like, oh man, what happens if I lose? What happens if I get caught? What happens if they take me down? What the fuck are we talking about? All that attention, all that energy going into the possibility of failure. Why can't the individual, the human, erase that mentality and put all that attention is, you know, how great it's gonna feel when I pin that motherfucker, when I take him down, when I beat him down in front of his home crowd, when I win something, when I go after something, when I put the work in and achieve it. Why don't we think that way? We're always thinking about losing something, something being taken from us, trying to maintain what we have. Like, you know, we can't lose this shit, it's so valuable. Why do we think that way? Why are we always thinking about the fears, the worst case scenario? All we do is put all that energy in there. Why don't we put the energy into the dreams that can be? The reason why you're doing that, if you are putting all that time and effort into fears instead of your dreams, it's because you're not doing this enough. You're not in here killing yourself enough. You're not working hard enough. You're not studying hard enough. You're not burning the midnight oil every night, which prevents you from staying awake in the midnight hours later in life wondering what it could have been. You erase that shit through all of this fucking payment, guys. It's free. You don't need to shoot up for it. You don't need to snort. You sweat for it. And then when you leave here, it's an abdominal will is like just been nurtured. You don't think about second place. You think about first, and then the legacy, and building the gap between you and every other fucking person. You know, but unless you go through this shit, there's no value in first place. You haven't put enough time on the job, enough effort. You haven't sacrificed enough to know what the value of that fucking title means. So therefore, all you do is think about, well, I hope I don't lose this third place trophy I have. You understand what I'm saying, guys? The more and more you do this shit, the more and more it becomes almost impossible to accept second place outside of here. Impossible. Again, guys, I said earlier, it's spelled impossible. Perception on how we see things, guys. We create it or we destroy it right here. We either give birth to our fear We blaze the path of our dreams. You're either living your dreams or living your fears, one or the other. And which one are you giving the most time to? This workout travels with you to ensure your dreams never spoil, always stay true. You come back into the gym after doing the bodyweight beat down. You won't lose an inch. You wouldn't have lost a step. You gained an inch. And in life, it's a game of inches. Plitt, thanks for watching. We're out of here. We're here to get stronger. In order to get stronger, we must fail. Accept that. Know that who we are right now is not who we are, but where we are. And we're going forward with the belief. Our belief, guys, drives this workout. Believe in the difference you can be. Stop being average when your potential is crying to come outside and be more than that. Two forms of pain. Pain that breaks you and the pain that changes you. That's the pain of a change right there. That's the pain of progress. The pain that destroys you isn't this shit. It's later in life knowing you could have been more. And all that's left is you and the fucking mirror and tears of a possibility left. That you allowed to die. Own your fucking life, guys. You get every opportunity. There's no excuse not to be the hardest motherfucking worker in the room. In all your endeavors, schoolwork, the gym, your career, your relationship, your name's attached to it. It's gotta mean more than anything. Gotta get an attitude here, guys. Gotta go to war with yourself, war with your inhibitions, your fears. You know, all those times in the past you came up short. You must be thinking of those moments right now as you exert yourself. They will be your driving force, the fuel, to make sure that when you came up second, it won't happen in the future, because you're gonna stop that trend right now through all your effort and hard work in here. Think of those things, guys, and get pissed off, man. Be pissed off for greatness. Otherwise, be okay with mediocre. Man. That's a 1, 2, 3 part superset for biceps. Starting wide, hit both heads, the mass of it. Then going individuals, bring them right to the center of the chest here. Then we're hitting the rope, hitting the rotation of the bicep, plus the brachial split in the forearms. Boom. 1, 2, 3, success. The fucking sun's out, how about that? What once was dreary and gloomy and despair and cold is now a day to go to the beach. How funny is that? How fast can you turn your day around, basically? That's unbelievable. Some people can sit around and wait for the opportunity to change like this, and then they get the fuck up. Some people strike when that iron's hot. Other people just keep on striking until the fucking blade's so hot it slices through anything. Some people get up in the middle of a snowstorm or a rainstorm, pushes through, listen to their pride, not their ego. And what happens? The sun comes out, birth of a new day, new opportunities. We're living. We're not waiting for it to pass by. Why is it when it is a good day we don't push anymore? Why is it that the greatest hour of an individual is usually right after their worst hour of despair? Why can't the greatest hour be right after the greatest hour? It's a gambling problem. You start losing focus on what you're in it for. And what you start debating inside your head is, oh, am I in it for the accomplishment of it or the reward of it? Very different. The accomplishment is the creation, the work of developing something. Or are you in it for the accolades, the money, the success that comes from it? One will keep feeding you, the other one won't. I think you know which one that is.
You know, there comes a day, man. Everyone's gonna have this day. There comes a day where being average, being mediocre is just sickening to you. It's just sickening. It makes you want to throw up. Because you've seen people with far less talent than you. As you're growing up with them, their childhood buddies, whatever else, they didn't have what you had. Yet now they're fucking to become something that you haven't. There comes that day. It's either when you're young, you know, and it strikes you on the baseball field because you're sick of striking out. Or it's when you get fired from your 5th job, you know, and your wife and kids are on your ass because you don't know how to support them anymore. There comes a fucking day where push comes to shove. Where being mediocre, being like average and shit just fucking burns. It sucks so much. You can't deal with it one more day. And you get off your fucking ass. And you create something that's always been there. It's always been inside of you trying to come out.
but you've never wanted to unwrap it because there's too much fucking pain and commitment. You were scared you were gonna fail. You were scared if you started, you never finish it. You didn't want to tell anyone about it. You knew it was there, but you never wanted to embark on it until something fucking hits. You get fired or somebody else gets success to remind you of what you could have been. And then the fucking spark is born. And no matter what happens, I'm never gonna be in this boat again. And you get up and you go, even if it gets knocked down, you just keep going, you're a wild man. And life has never been so sweet. That can happen at an early age, it can happen at a later age. It's gonna happen to somebody no matter what, it's gonna happen to you. And when it does happen to you, thank your lucky stars that finally you're alive. It's time to unwrap the potential you can be. Superior, man. It's within you. It's within every single one of us. And the people that have risen to that level were no different than any one of us. It's just they believed it and they're willing to work their fucking ass off to get it. It wasn't about the potential. It wasn't about the genetics. It was about the perseverance. And it wasn't about being the hardest fucking worker in the room. That's what got them there. And it didn't happen overnight. They got knocked down more than they ever stood up. But they kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going, because what else is the alternative? To be average again. That sucks, man. And it really sucks when you've tasted success at one point in your life. When you have sex with a woman and it's the best sex ever, you want to have sex with her again. When you eat a fucking great juicy steak, man, you want to have that again. When you go out and you train hard to play baseball and you connect and you hit the winning home run, you want to feel that way again. When you taste these finer things of life, all the pain, all the work, all the sacrifice to get them is well worth it. If anything, it's a small down payment for the price and the reward you got and that feeling. And once felt, how do you ever turn your back on it? Stop running from the potential of what you can be, guys. It's inside of you. It's always been there. Grab a buddy of yours. Say, man, me and you are gonna fucking do this together. And you're gonna be on my ass if I start slacking. I'm gonna be on your ass if I start slacking. And I'll never accept mediocre again. I'm always gonna give it my 110 fucking percent. That's the only thing I can ever say a solid day's work. That's all that will ever find peace in. If you guys do not do that, I promise you, your life will haunt you for the rest of your days. If there's potential inside of you, which you know is there, but you're too scared to tell anyone else about it, and you go on, get older and older and older and older, and the windows of opportunity start to close, and you knew it could have been given birth to, but you never did it, I promise you, it will haunt you. It's a living nightmare, dude. That fact that you had the ability to do something and you're too weak to fucking turn the key and start the engine on it is a greater disappointment and a greater burden to carry than any of this physical sweat equity or pain in the gym or sacrifice. All that is just nothing compared to a life where you're burdened by regret, guys. I hope you guys get what the fuck I'm saying. I'm telling you what, man, once you get it, come on over this side of the fence, you don't see fucking problems anymore, man. You see situations. You see possibilities. And you can't wait to get them started, man. You're like, why did I wait so long to engage? It doesn't matter about the past. It's today. What are we doing today? What are we going to engage now? And once we engage, we commit. There's no half commitment. There's no quarter commitment. There's no three-quarter. It's full commitment. Once we engage, it's every fucking day we engage. Because that's the better life. And the people you will surround yourself are like-minded. And they're better friends. Friends and family for life, man. They have your back. They're solid individuals doing solid tasks, leaving a solid impact of legacy for other people. That's a fucking solid life, man. It's your option, though. What are you gonna do? It's 2 a.m. right now. No one here. Monitor to monitor, me and you. And where we want to go tomorrow. 2 a.m. What I love about 2 a.m. is that we're not living by the clock, man. If you get the clock says it's 10 o'clock, time to go to sleep, or 9 to 5, time to go to work. That's bullshit. If you're in bed right now, and you're rolling around, you can't fall asleep, get the fuck up. It probably means you haven't done an honest day's work to earn that rest at night. 2 a.m., not a fucking person's here. I can scream my fucking ass off. No one hears from me. I can cry. I can shit myself. I can put an honest day's work in here that more than anyone does in a week. And no one sees it. Because it's supposed to be that way. This is a fucking means to the ends. It's not the ends. All those motherfuckers that come in here with their hair done, the makeup, these guys come in with shirts to be seen. Missing the fucking point, man. Missing the point. You're not in here to get an achievement. You're in here to pay your fucking dues, so later in life, you never wonder what if. You don't need to say, I gotta burn the midnight oil so I don't stay awake in the midnight hours wondering this. We just erase that out of the equation. We're putting the work in now, so we never wonder what if. Not run by the clock. Run by our desire where we want to go tomorrow. Our competition's fucking asleep right now. We're getting ahead of that competition. The margins between first and loser, the second place finisher, growing and growing and growing. They're all gonna fight for second place. They won't be able to keep up with you. That's being on the right path, man. Never looking back to our past. The past is great. We're proud of it. But it's not the current day. All that shit has created who we are right now, where life begins, and how we feel, and where we want to go, using that information to excel ourselves to the future of where we want to be tomorrow, which is right fucking now, last I looked. Not when the sun comes up. It's when we're ready to get up. The thing about pain is, like, you feel it right now, it's temporary, man. But later in life, you don't remember the pain. You just remember, like, the glory and the good times. When I was going through West Point, or Ranger School, man, there were some really dark hours, dark days, and dark years of my life, man. But looking back on it, I mean, I just remember the good people and the good times. I don't remember all those fucking, times where I was just so fucking done and worn out. I don't remember that. I just remember that I made it through it, and that exhilaration of pride and achievement, man, that outweighs all the pain and struggle, and that sweat equity to get there. It really does, as long as you get there. That's why when they say pain is temporary, pride's forever, that's what they're talking about. Because if you push through the pain to achieve the pride, you forget about the pain was ever even there. But if you can't push through the pain and the pain stops you and breaks you down, well, then that pain is forever. Because you never got pride to outbalance it. Going through this, man, you start feeling the pain, it's all good, man. Welcome it. Welcome it, man. Because right past pain, it's forever pride, man. We all love that, don't we?
You said you're killing yourself, Billy. You're killing yourself. Well, maybe you are, man. But kiss my ass. I doubt it. I really doubt you're killing yourself. I doubt you even know what killing yourself is. A friend of mine told me a story, I forget who it was or how long ago, but stories about a guy. He goes to one of those self-help motivational speeches, that held at hotels and stuff, and he pays his dues, and he sits there amongst hundreds of people and listens to the keynote speaker talk about his life, his success, how he came from the rubble and came up to be this monumental force of nature that everyone wants to know the secret of, because he holds something that none of us have. And if we know it, then we too can stand on that plateau of that echelon success like him. Yeah, so this guy was so intrigued by what he said that after the convention, he went up to him and he said, "Hey, I've been to a bunch of these self-help things, and something that you said gravitated towards me. It just hit my loins and it just spoke and vibrated inside of me, and it just made total sense. So much so that I need to hear more. I need to, be one of your pupils and allow you to be my mentor. Is there any way I can pay you to teach me more of your principles and teachings?" And he's like, "No, you can't pay me. But what you can do tomorrow morning, I fly out at noon. You can show up on the beach at this location at 6 a.m. Show up and we'll talk." The guy's like, "I'm there. Thank you so much, man. I totally appreciate it. Oh my God, what a great day." So he goes to sleep and he wakes up and he shows up at 6 a.m. and the guy's there, the mentor. That was the first test. The guy actually showed up, because so few of us ever show up, it seems like. So the guy showed up. They're on the beach and they're talking, and I go, "Wow, why are we on the beach?" Because this guy's dressed like a business, business casual and everything else. He's like, "Why are we on the beach?" He's like, because we're going to walk towards the water. He's like, all right. He starts walking towards the water and everything else. And the mentor continues to walk and walks in the water. And this guy's like, dude, what are you doing, man? I'm not walking in the water. I got a nice, suit on, I can't tarnish this or destroy this. He goes, there you are. Already, you want to learn so much of the secret, so much of what it is, so much about what I've done to overcome these adversities in life. And right as we start, you're questioning what you know is right, which has gotten you to the place that you are currently at. You're questioning what you know, not trusting what I know. And I think that's really, really key right there, because we get caught up in our lives so much that we believe everything we're doing is the right thing. And we never step outside the bounds to really see the neighbor's grass, from the other side, to see which is greener. We were just stuck in our own environment so much that we start to think that this is the universe. The universe is this. It's not until you lose that biased nature that we all have and open up your opinion to what else could be, that you can see what is right, like I was saying before, and maybe what you're doing is right, or maybe it's almost there and it's just altered a little bit, right? So the guy's like, are you gonna come or not? And finally he's like, shit, fuck, I guess I will. So this guy walks out into the ocean too in his nice, outfit. And he's like, the mentor's like, come on, keep following me. Going deeper and deeper and deeper. So they're up about like chest level, neck level, something like that. And finally the guy's like, dude, all right, enough. What's the deal here? What are we doing? The mentor turns to him and grabs him physically and dunks him under the water and holds him there. Won't let him out. This guy's like, oh my, what the fuck's going on? This guy went psycho on me. He's trying to drown me and kill me. He's fighting for everything he has to get out of there, get some air and everything else. This guy won't let him up, no matter what he tries. He will not let him up. He's struggling, he's moving, he's twisting. Will not let him up. It's not until the student fucking punches the mentor. The mentor loses his wind for a second there, loosening his grip up, gives him the window of opportunity to escape his holdings and fucking get some air. And when he gets the air, his first words once he gets some, what the fuck was that? You out of your mind, man? I can sue you for this shit and everything else. He goes, yeah, you can. But now you know what giving it your all is. And you will not succeed in business or any endeavor in life until that fight you just went through is applied to the same endeavor. It's too fucking hard of a world out there. And Billy, if you're trying to lose weight for the girls on the beach like you just said, buddy, you don't have enough fight. You're gonna drown right there. It's never gonna be successful. Think of that, guys. You guys are saying you're doing everything right and you're giving it your all. Come on. Your all's a lot more than you know. You got more inside of you to give. Stop selling yourself so short.
Life. What is life? What the fuck is your life? Are you happy with it? And if so, is just the intake and outtake of breath that makes you put a smile on your face? That's something your fucking mother gave you. You haven't earned that. What have you done with your life to make it something else besides the normality of everybody else? The intake and the outtake of what you call life is nothing more than time. And unless done something with, it's forgotten about. There's no footprint of your existence left for anyone else to follow. Life is time. And a life that's remembered, where a footprint is followed behind in footsteps of inspiration and motivation, is when time is met with opportunity and action. They collide to be a life of remembrance. The problem is, most people don't have a plan. And without a plan of your own life, you become the plan of someone else's life. You're not running the day's running you. The differential between those people is belief. One person with belief overrides 100 people with just intent.
Intent is thought process, thinking, wargaming it, never putting a foot forward, never putting their face or their name to the fire. Belief is going after and figuring it out along the way. This workout is going to bring that belief back in your life. It's a back workout. And after this workout, not only will you have a stronger back, you have belief and confidence put into action. Life. No longer is your life filled with stop signs and yield signs and halts and this shit and fucking unauthorized motherfucking signs. Life begins now. If it doesn't begin now, your life is fucking over.
See a lot of people, mate, in the gym right now, working out, looking at me kind of weird, like, what's this fucking dude with his shirt off? Well, one, I'm filming a workout, so kind of had to have the shirt off to show the viewers, being you guys, what muscles are being worked and everything else. That gave me some weird fucking looks and everything else. Fuck them. You think I even noticed that? You think I give a shit about it? You know, no, I'm here for my own reason. My belief, where I'm going, in here provides a betterment for me, a purpose for me being here. They don't exist. I don't give a shit if the girl's fucking butt naked, bent over with a wet pussy asking me to come over. I got work to do. Because if I get my work done right, I'll have a line of those motherfuckers to choose from if I do it right. I don't alter my mission at hand. No one fucks with me. Because I don't allow them to. They don't pay my bill, that's why I don't give them any value. It's gotta be that way, it's gotta be unconditionally focused. You know, you're not in here embarrassed, you're not in here this. When I say commitment and belief has to be unparalleled, it's either you're in or you're out. What that means is that if you are in and you believe in yourself, no one can change that. The weak motherfuckers of the world are committed when everything's in a perfect setting. But as soon as things get hard, they start having doubts. And why are the doubts? Not because they're failing, because other people are saying stuff and they're giving value to these third-party people as if they're gonna help them. No one's gonna help you. No one's ever gonna help you guys. You've gotta help yourself. And I hate to say this, you really can't trust anyone but yourself. And if you trust yourself and you bet on yourself, you'll never lose. But if you start to put someone else's efforts in the equation of success for your own individual path, you're gonna be sadly mistaken on what comes from that path. Bet on yourself, believe in yourself. Don't allow anyone else's opinion, voice, actions to dictate what's going on. Because the further and further and further along the path you go, and the closer and closer you get to the end goal, that result, you're gonna see more and more people start acting funny around you.
What are you gonna do? How bad do you want it? There's two options. To continue forward, pushing upward. And if you do, that dream is given birth, and forever you will live in the reality of it. If you stop, quit, throw in the towel, I promise you there's no distance you can travel far enough to ever find that dream again. For it is dead. And in its death, it's replaced by regret. Right now, it's your choice.
You know, guys, if we were told that we only have 1 week to live, if we knew for dead set Armageddon was coming 1 week from today to the hour, how would we spend our time? I don't think we go out and buy a car. I don't think we go buy some watch. I don't think we start construction on a new pool. I don't think we go through the whole planning of a big wedding. No, we wouldn't. We just grab that person that we're going to marry and grab the shit out of them and make sure they know how much they mean. We look back in our life, all of our successes, and we go to every milestone and thank the people that helped us make it happen. And then all of our failures, we go back or any of the wrongdoings we've done to people, try to mend those situations, rectify it, find peace. And then we share the rest of our time laughing, loving, crying, living. Yet there is no final hour. So therefore we don't put any value in those tangibles, do we? No. We put all the values in trying to fool the neighbor to thinking that we're wealthy with buying expensive things and shit. Going to work that we hate, spending 9% of our day with people we hate on a job we hate to provide a little bit of income we have, so therefore we can spend it with people we love doing what we love. Because we're too scared to change the course. Psychotic behavior is a crazy circle. It means that you do the same thing over and over and over again. And what happens when you do the same thing over and over again? You get the same fucking results. Psychotic behavior. You're psycho to think you can do the same thing over and over again and get a different result. If you guys are in a hole right now, You cannot do the same thing and expect it to go any different. You must change your course of action if you want your results to change with it. It's hard. It is so hard to break the comfort zone, guys. But I swear, if you just grab your nuts and believe in yourself, follow what your talents are, you're passionate about, what you really love to do, follow that course. Break the fucking mold. And no matter what people say, believe in yourself. Have the confidence to ride it through. Knowing time does heal things. You will look back right now this day in that shithole you're in. Drop to your knees and thank the Lord for being in that situation. Because that situation and the intensity of that situation was the only thing that woke your eyes up to what you really love to do.
Normality is what weak people call living. I call it death.
Look, guys, got a video blog for you, man. Kind of near and dear, man. Kind of like what I'm all about. The beautiful thing of struggle, the beautiful thing of adversity, the beautiful thing when no one's around. It's just you and your shadow. What are you gonna do, man? When everything says quit. What keeps you going? I don't have an email, piece of paper, or anything to read from somebody. What I have is about hundreds of them in my head. People that are just quitting on themselves, man. They have such potential, and they give up so quick, man. Adversity hits, and they just get, this is gonna be called the gut check, man. That's what this is, the gut check. The video blog, what the real value of your dreams are. Because in a sedative state, when everything's relaxed and peaceful, yes, we know what we want to be. We know the person we want to become, right? It's very easy to calculate it in that rhyme to reason when nothing's on the line. But as soon as the heart starts to race, or money's coming in we can't afford, or the bill and the pressure of the lifestyle, the wife, the family, or the job, all of a sudden, we start to settle. We fucking settle, man. And the most valuable asset, you give up the only thing you have, which is you. There's one of you, man. Never will be another. It kills me, man. That's what the world broke you. That's what the world needs, man. It needs that strength, that conviction of an individual believing in themselves. That's what makes this world awesome, man. That's what makes everything worthwhile. It makes the fight, the journey, epic. It's like, because it hasn't been done. And it's so fast, you just give it up. And you give it up because of the wrong reasons. That's why it's the gut check. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. And I'll talk about it in a physical state, but there's so many more than just a physical state. The pressure of which I'm going to give to you guys also exists in an economical state, a financial state, a family state. There's so many things, but all of those were created with the belief of what can be, right? So endurance, man, like when I was in Ranger School, I knew I was going through hell. I went through it. Why? Because before embarking on it, man, I believed what that was about, that journey, what it was all about. And I believed it so much mentally that there was nothing that could happen physically to fuck me up from not achieving it, man. By the way, it tested everything I had. But I went through it, and at the end, man, I stood there just fucking proud of it, man. Because it took that much to earn that credibility. The dream. Most dreams, you sit on a sedative state in a relaxed atmosphere. You know, and you know exactly the person you want to become. It's very easy at that point to know right from wrong. Very hard. When the pressure's on, do you stay true to the character or do you bypass it? Do you sell your fucking soul? Do you sell the most valuable asset? That you are one of a kind, one of never gonna be, not one of a million, one of never ever again, the one of the world, and you give it up. For what? For what, man? You only give it up once. Then there's nothing you can give it up for that's ever worthy of you. But they do it every single day. You watch the news, man, turn it off, it's so depressing. It's just, it's a parasite of nature, man. The gut check, man. Let me tell you a story of me, man. So when I was a company commander, in the Army, they have every like 6 months you gotta do a physical fitness test. It's called the APFT, the Army Physical Fitness Test. You know, go figure. Everything's an acronym with the fucking military. And what that consists of is this: it's push-ups for 2 minutes, it's sit-ups for 2 minutes, and there's a 2-mile run and your time trial. So push-ups, you know, the score, you know, 300 is max. But if you exceed, and it's all about your age, and your gender, and your weight kind of thing. You know, it's all this bullshit society. But if you're a badass, man, you kick ass wherever you're, male, female, old, young, whatever the fuck, you just kill it, right? And if you kill it in push-ups, and you kill it in sit-ups, and you kill it in the run, then you go to the extended scale. And the extended scale is about over 300. It's kind of an ego thing, man. How far can you go? So I held the record in every post I ever went to, man. I did push-ups and sit-ups and kind of thing. Never the run though, because I'm a bigger guy. I can't run that fast. And these guys are running, man. I mean, they run 2 miles in like you know, sub 5:30 miles now. I can't do that, man. Like 5 minutes, 30 seconds per mile, and I can't do that. The only way I can compete with those guys is to kill it in the push-ups and sit-ups, and then come in with some kind of. So we had this APFT coming up, and before it started, I came up with the goal that I wanted the fucking record, man. That's what I wanted, and I knew what my assets were. I knew what my depreciating assets were as well, and I really knew what they were. So before I went into this, I really looked at the numbers and figured out a war game. I mentally fucking did it in my head over and over and over again. Dreamed it, thought about it for like months before it ever happened. I knew what I needed to do with push-ups in 2 minutes. I knew what I needed to do in sit-ups in 2 minutes. And if I did those two, that would give me the variance to do what I had to do in my best ability. And a bigger guy, you know, 230 at the time. Now I'm like 200, but you know, to compete with guys like 140, fucking like little, just whirlwinds, man, just killing it. So I came with a module, right? And I believed it could happen. So as I'm doing the push-ups, man, I'm killing it, man. I'm doing it. The time's running up, and getting down to those 2 minutes and stuff. I'm pushing in, and so I started to switch my grips around. So my hand placement goes from here to there to there, and then goes wider, in or out. Working the inner chest, the outer chest, and everything else, everything in between. Because student of the game, wanting to win it. I see this shit, and I don't know if you guys get this, but it's everybody there just puts their hands on the ground and just pushes, and then they can't push anymore, and the clock continues and they're done. 2 minutes, they can't do push-ups for 2 minutes. But if they knew how the body works, they know that the greatest asset of the chest is the wide region, but there's also an upper, a lower, a middle, inner, out. So you can work that. You don't need to exhaust one portion. There's other portions of it. It's like a family. You can rely on your brother, but you have 4 more or 3 more sisters. You don't need to fucking just take one and just beat the shit out of it, and then boom, you fail before 2 minutes. So you start to work that. Because you're a student, you understand it. You believe in what you're doing and you want to achieve it. So you put the work in mentally before you engage physically. And then what happens is you break the fucking record. But that record that's broken, you already broke it once. You need to break your own record in order to be competitive with a record in your mind of where you want to be, which is the entire conglomerate of the APF team. So yeah, the push-ups you're doing, right? Yeah, and by the way, 163 was a number. Count up the math real fast. 2 minutes. That's 120 seconds. You're doing more than one push-up a second. 40 more, 42 more. And not stop. How do you do that? Systemize it, wargaming it. Come up with a module. Then training it. Becoming the best of it, training it again, improving it, failing to succeed. Learning that this doesn't work, this works, then this works, and this works, and this works, and then you work the entire portion of the chest, and then you hit the buck 63 in 2 minutes. Check, boom, into sit-ups. Doing the sit-ups, knowing the number I just hit, which was more than I wanted to hit, meaning it was more than I thought I could hit, so it gave me a little variance. I wasn't like cocky about it, oh yeah. No, I had more to achieve. That just gave me a little bit of a window. So if my run came up short, I knew how much, if I needed to come in at what time. Because I did more push-ups, it all conglomerately for the title, I could do a little more, I could go a little slower if I had to. I knew what my number was. So sit-ups, I'm sitting there. 142 was the number I wanted. Again, 120 seconds. I'm sitting there just dead, and the guy's counting out. 10, 9, 8, and I'm just cranking it. How do you crank it? Right, so chest we move this way, right? Where your sit-ups, you got your rectus abdominis right here. You got internal and external obliques, right? So if you're coming on the side, you can hit the side, hit the front, hit the side, hit one cheek to the other cheek. You start to work all the assets, man. Your hip flexors, everything you got. The guy holding my legs, man, we're getting a fucking tri workout he'd never seen before, man. I didn't fuck him. I wanted my shit. 144 is what I got. Only one number more than I wanted, but still success, right? Should be happy, pat on the back, right? All of it means nothing if the run doesn't work. That's my weakest point. At the point of which I'm at my weakest point in its own right. I have to run. I just work my hip flexors like crazy. I can't even move my legs. I gotta run a 2-mile thing in sub 11:15. That's what I had to do. Even with the accelerated numbers I did. Breaking the records on both. 1:15 is what I had to do. 2 miles. I mean, you don't have like a day to prepare for this. It's not like you do the push-ups in one day and sit, no, 1, 2, 3, right away. Boom. Hit my clock, go, I start running. This is the gut check, man. This is what happened. As I'm running, hit the 1 mile mark. I come back around, it's 2 loops. Hit the 1 mark, boom, look at my time. I have to match the same fucking time to make this dream a reality. I gotta pick it up because I know I'm weaker now because I just ran 1 mile. I'm not gonna be as strong. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'm hauling ass the best I can. Another half mile coming back around. Man, everything is just falling apart, man. My legs feel like they're not my own, man. My arms are getting heavy. My will, my mindset starts to think that, you know what, man? You know, you did good on the push-ups, man. You got that record. You did good on the sit-ups, man. You got that right. That's good enough, man. You should be proud of that, you know. I start to all of a sudden minimize everything. I start to find solutions that aren't of achievement, but second best. I start to calculate how it's okay to be second. I'm doing this in my head and I'm running, man. I'm doing this, man. And then I also start to think about some other things, man. I start to think about all the dreams in my head, man. Dreams, I'm not talking about thinking visually woken up dreams. I'm sleeping, waking up in the middle of the night, having the dream of failing the endeavor. Waking up with succeeding the endeavor, the excitement, the failure, the mixed emotions, all never happen. It's in the future, it's a dream. It's when I'm sleeping. I have all that, I'm feeling that. All the times I've talked about it, thought about it, I studied it, I put the numbers down, I trained it and I retrained it. All that, months and months and months of it. I'm tired of it, man. Tired of wanting this. Tired of preparing for this, tired of thinking about it, man. So fuck you, legs, man. If you aren't mine right now, you're gonna be mine. Arms, if you don't want to be a part of me, then you fuck off too. I'm crossing this with or without you in this time because I don't want to think about it anymore. I want to put it to rest. The gut is fucking filling me, man. The gut is a pain that's coming in. But my mind is like, I've already been there, man. I've already seen the finish line. I know I can do it. Don't tell me that you fuckers are gonna stop me from this, because I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't want to train you anymore. I don't want to train you anymore. I'm starting to look at my own body like they're different people. Either get on my sheet or get the fuck out of my life. Let's go. I come around the corner. I'm like 400 yards away. I'm looking at my clock. I'm hauling ass. I feel this fucking thing coming up inside of me, man. I don't know what it is. Who knows? It's like I don't even know who I am anymore. I just touch myself. It doesn't feel like I'm touching it. So, anyway, I just end up throwing up as I'm running. And I'm like, yeah. And unfortunately, someone ran right by me. I threw up all over that motherfucker. And I just keep going, man. Keep going. And all I can see is a finish line. And right past that finish line, 15 yards, there's a trash can on purpose. And I'm just going for that, man. I don't care. There is no finish line, it's a trash can. And I haul ass as much as I can do, everything I got, man. And I run, and everything inside of me is shutting the fuck down. Sometimes I feel like I'm floating, I don't even have control anymore. I cross the finish line right into the trash can. I grab that fucking trash can like it's my wife. I'm not even married, my future wife. I love it. I threw up for like 5 minutes. And everyone came over to me because I crossed it at 11:13. I broke the record. And as I kept throwing up, like non-stop, man. Kind of like for you guys, man, when you start to take a leak, you can't just stop it. No, it keeps going. It's like that. I kept throwing up. I felt like I was just throwing up all the time. The effort, the energy, just throwing up the old me, of the weakness, the inadequacy. I tried this APFT a couple of times. I couldn't do it. This was my last chance before I was out of the military. This is my only last chance. There was another one. And I threw up all the other days of when I came up short. I threw up it all, man. I felt like I just threw up all the old me. And I came up, man, with my fucking mouth, man. I felt like I was born anew. No longer ball and chain of a goal I set forth I couldn't achieve. I achieved it. Even though I failed for years trying to. And when I say failed, I won the record in a few of them, but not the conglomerate. I won it at all. I thought I had the ability to. I had the belief that I could do that. And I felt like I was shorting myself if I didn't. So I trained and took that and filled up fucking like that much of the trash can, 55-gallon motherfucking drum with that much fucking liquid, man. I mean, I fucking beat. I fucking never felt more alive, man. Shouldn't feel exhausted, weak, dehydrated, lightheaded. Man, no. Because the mind controls the body, man. Yeah. You know, dehydrated, exhausted, everything in between. Muscle glycogen tapped the fuck out, man. You know, just eating muscle mass up, everything. But finished on time. And at the end, after I threw my fucking life up, is what it felt like. I sat there, and I didn't need anything in the world, man. I just put my hands to the side, not up top, but just to the side. Closed my eyes and just said, this is what it's all about. And it really is. The gut check. I think in any endeavor you guys do, if you feel that gut check, you failed the endeavor already. Because the gut check will always beat you. And if your gut is checking your mindset, you've already failed, man. With every endeavor comes an opportunity. But if you don't believe in that opportunity, the opportunity doesn't have value. You must believe it. You must sit back. When I say in a sedative state, we all know what we want to become. You must believe that. You must believe that in this sedative state, you can become that. We all know right and wrong sedatively. By the way, when we go out in a party atmosphere, oh, how funny, we have so many friends. But when financial crisis comes, dismay, health issues, how few friends are around. So don't tell me those friends are true. Don't tell me your feelings in a sedative state of who you want to be are true, because they haven't been tested. When I say the test, there's a lot of tests prior to the final endeavor. That endeavor, the final one, is what it's about. And by the way, there's another one after that if you succeed. But every single day you do these little things. And I'll show you a video in a few minutes of a little thing I did in Hawaii on a Sunday that helped build the confidence, the indomitable will of the individual. That helped give me the strength to do certain things in my life, because I can't do it one time and one time only. You have to build that up from day to day. You start to build that up. And then when it comes to the day, there is no other way. Boom! You are the man. You're the man before you start the fucking race. Because you believe it. And if you don't believe it, then that journey turns into a debate. Without belief, every journey will turn into a debate. If you don't prior study it, if you don't find the value, for me, Ranger School, if I didn't have the value of what the Ranger tab meant to me, not my dad or my mom or girlfriend, to me, no fucking way I'd make it through it. But I wanted to be part of it. Fucking high society. Now, high society is what I thought was high society. We all have different high societies. We all have different dreams. For me, that was a dream. That meant a lot to me. And I knew for that to mean a lot to me, you had to earn it. So, I trained for it. I sacrificed for it more than I could ever fucking talk about. And then I fucking achieved it. And if I didn't go into day one at 3:30 in the morning at Ranger School, into the compound, I got knocked on my ass from behind, and do 500 push-ups, not even 4 yards into the fucking compound, already dead, and I had 70 days of this. If I didn't have it upstairs, that all of this was a down payment, necessary, welcoming down payment for what the title really meant to me, meaning you had earned that fucking thing. You know, all this pain meant the value of it that I never admitted. But prior to the endeavor, I had the belief and mentality, studied it, I understood what the journey was about. Therefore, when I went upon the journey, it wasn't a debate. It was a necessary down payment, investment for where I was gonna be. Because I was already there mentally. Physically, I just had to catch up to where I already was mentally. That's what it's about. All these emails, guys, that I read are all about people with so much potential, with no fucking belief. And without belief, man, that journey does become the debate. And in that debate, it's when your feet become heavy, your lungs, they actually bleed, and your heart races like you never felt before. Pain starts to fill the body, and it takes over, almost like a paralysis state. And if you don't have belief, man, you stop right the fuck there. Because pain's won. If you have belief, you understand pain is not unexpected but welcomed. A necessary down payment for the pride of what the future will always hold. Pain versus pride. Pride's temporary. Pain's temporary, pride's forever. What does that mean? It means if you push past the pain, right behind the pain is a pride. And why is pain temporary? Only when pride has been presented. Because that feels amazing. That's what you remember. You don't remember the pain. You only remember the pain if you never get to the pride. Therefore, the pain is forever. Forever, not temporary. Fucking forever. And don't think it's just this journey that's forever. Because this journey right here where you feel the pain will rob you of doing any other fucking journey. Because you don't want to feel it again. You don't want to feel the dismay, the internal fucking negativity anymore. You will rob yourself of achieving any more paths. You will settle. You will sell your most valuable asset in a heartbeat to the highest bidder because you know you are worth shit and you are worth so much fucking more. And the more you push past that fucking pain to feel the exhilaration of what that pain really delivers, then you find the value of who you are. I think then you start to really build who the fuck you are. And in doing so, you figure out what life's about. And, you know, cliches, yeah, well, life you live, yeah, I say that shit, but that's real, man. Don't say it's not real. It's only not real if someone who just goes by what society says, the status quo. And I'm sitting here talking to you guys, with, to a camera. But don't think I don't see every one of you past this. Don't think I don't see myself, who I was, and my own fucking fears and where I am now and where I want to go. And don't think I don't fucking thank God for all that pain prior to be strong enough to face my biggest challenge to come, which is coming, man. forward to it. Fucking do. The gut check, man. If it happens because you're not prepared. And if it happens, you'll never fucking win it. A gut check's bullshit if you have the belief inside of where you're going. Gut check is just a necessary welcoming down payment, man. I got a little video I shot on a day off when I was in Hawaii, and I'd like to share with you. And in sharing that, I want you guys to think about what your dreams are, what your goals are. You know, I say this a lot, man. People far less ability than you, far less talent than you, genetics, whatever else, have achieved far more. Why? Because they had the perseverance and drive. They had the ability to show up. They had the ability to challenge themselves on an average Monday or Tuesday, to build the confidence to succeed on a Sunday or a Saturday when the crowd was there. No one walks into the arena with their hand raised. No inventor succeeds on the first time. You know, I didn't succeed on the APFT the first time. I was going after something impossible, but I felt like I could do it. I trained it and fought it, and it took everything about me. I puked my fucking life out at the end while I won. Didn't have the opportunity to fucking celebrate because I was so fucking still done expelling the old me, so I could be ready for the new me. It's exciting, man. You gotta earn that shit. You can't walk down aisle 3 of Walmart and buy that motherfucker. You know, the things in life that are most valuable, most desired upon, are things you can't buy, but every motherfucker can earn if they want them bad enough. Do you? You know you can do it. You're standing in your own fucking way. And why don't you stop being that guy, that girl? Why don't you for once believe in the person you always knew you could be? Just fucking become it. Every time you feel a cry, a pain, a tear, a strain, a muscle cramp, know you're getting closer, and it's within grasp. Thanks for watching.
Video blog for you, man. In Park City, Utah, the other weekend, man. Took a little time off. Went up there, went skiing, get some fresh air, kind of get out of the box, you know, and just hear myself think a little bit. Great time in the airport, coming back, delayed from weather. Had a big snowstorm that came in. And so I'm sitting there in the airport on my computer for about an hour and a half, whatever, waiting for them to clear the runway and stuff. And as I'm there, I'm watching people. One of my hobbies, guys, is always like people watching. Because in watching them, you can see the way they hold themselves, the way they walk, they carry something, how they dress themselves, the level of which they valued themselves, you can tell. I find it fascinating. And in doing so, I was eavesdropping on a conversation between a father and his son. His son's about 15 years old, who obviously had a very tough weekend skiing. Holds himself to a high standard and really wants to be a skier. Feels like he didn't do so well this weekend. The father's trying to give him encouragement. The son's just wondering, you know, am I on the right path? You know, am I doing right? Because my friends are doing better than me, or this or that. You know, he's having a little bit of doubt in himself. The father's trying to be there, says, hey, as long as you love what you're doing, you know, as long as you believe in what you're doing, you're having fun, you know, you're on the right path. The kid wasn't really ready, you know, letting it digest. He was asking the questions, but not really being the listener for him. Put his head down, and obviously the father realized he wasn't connecting, so he goes, hey, why don't we go get a bite to eat before the flight? And so the kid gets up, and in the process of getting up, you know, he had some trash on him or something that fell off his body onto the floor. He saw it drop and kept walking. And I watched him. He went about 5 yards. And this kid pumped the brakes right there. Stopped, turned around. The father was like, where are you going?
He went back, picked up that trash, threw it away, and then continued with his father to get that bite to eat. I said, that kid's gonna be alright. That kid's solid, man. He's gonna be fine. And why am I saying that? Such a small little incident, you know? What is it? What's the value of that, right? The value of that is a code of conduct. It's a character. It's a heartbeat of a champion. That everything he does is his name. It means something. He values his namesake as an IPO being sold on the fucking stock market. Small things in life, guys. Most people don't really value them. What are these small things? You wash your car. Spend 3 hours washing your car, you know? Then you put the fucking bucket away and the sponges and the hose and everything else, and you go outside and you look at that car nice and clean, and you notice a spot that wasn't touched, overlooked, a deficiency, not quite totally clean. Do you re-grab the bucket and the hose and finish the job right, or you let it go? I'm outside picking up the dog shit from the dogs. Do I search the entire yard, make sure all this shit's picked up? Or do I just kind of pick up, you know, where I'm walking? I'm dusting the countertops, man. Do I actually pick the picture frame up to dust the entire countertop? Or do I just dust around the fucking picture frame? Small things, no one gives a shit about. No one's ever going to see it, but I see it. Those small things that people really don't give a shit about, I call them momentum builders. That's a differential right there. That's everything. I give so much weight to that little activity of cleaning a countertop and doing it right, or just trying to pass the buck. It holds more value than you think. Because that's a small step of what the big steps become. And if you shortcut the simple, easy ones, how you ever gonna complete from start to finish the ones that really matter? It's a champion's mentality that isn't turned on and off with a fucking light switch, guys. Guys, this doesn't work in life. It's either on or it's off. It doesn't go back and forth. These things I call momentum builders, because imagine like in life, right? When someone dies, they look back at their accomplishments, those big, great, monumental boulders they moved, right? That they're known for. On a daily basis, you can't move that boulder. You can push them all day long, but it's years of training to become a pro athlete. Years of training to win the Olympics that we're going to see this summer. Years of training to become that doctor and the lawyer, to become a great actor. All these great professions that we see at the end state with their hands held raised in the ceremony and the winning the awards. Years in the making, right? Those big boulders are those things that they're remembered for. But every single day, you can't move, you can't create that. How do you create it? It's a small pebbles below the boulder, the foundation of that you can move each day. And you do it right. So you pick the picture frame up and you do it right, or you don't do it at all. And every single day, you start to move those little tiny pebbles on the foundation of the big boulder. Eventually enough are moved so that big boulder has a place to move from. And it does fall. And it falls in your honor and your namesake that you did that. At the end of the day, the final hour, when everything's riding at the competition, it's the small things in life that will win that. The inches. Al Pacino has a great quote in Any Given Sunday that life's this game of inches. It says split seconds. You know, from the past being completed or not. The whole opening, the inches to make that happen. Those things that he says they crawl for, they fight for, they die for. To win the game is also the difference with living and dying. It's that big. Washing the car and re-grabbing the bucket and stuff is that big of a deal. Because it says who you are. It says what you value. At those competitions, at the very end state, what really wins it isn't the potential of the person. It's the perseverance, the heartbeat of a person. That heart doesn't stop. The heart doesn't go 9 to 5 and then shut down. It's always beating. Just like a true champion doesn't just exist in the arena, but exists everywhere else too. Those moments and inches that are won at the final hour that make or break a win or a loss aren't discovered there. They're discovered through thousands of hours in the training lab when no one's watching. Do you get up and run at 5 in the morning when it's pouring down rain? Do you look someone in the eye and shake their hand? Or do you look down and give them a dead fish for a hand? They're all the same. Is a person of principle, a person of character that values who the fuck they are. And everything they do accordingly. There's no half-ass here, half-ass there, half-ass there, and then when it matters, oh, I'll give it my all. It doesn't work that way. If you half-ass it here and there and there and there, you learn to half-ass it. So when it does matter, you don't know anything else but half-ass. You will never succeed that way. That kid going back and picking up the trash shows that he believes in himself. His name means something. He dropped it, he's responsible for it, and he's gonna do the right thing and throw it away. That same philosophy he will have on the slopes. He will have in his dating world when he grows, he starts dating girls. He will have in his business and his family life. They all merge together. It's a three-dimensional world there. If you start shortcutting these things, as if no one's watching, doesn't matter, those are the moments right there that lead to the glory of that big boulder moving, man. And I was building this construction here, guys. On the door fronts, everyone sees all this detail, raised panels and everything else. Back of the door, no one sees. As much detail went on the back as the front. Actually, even more so. No one's gonna see it though. But I know it's there, so I don't need to see it. If I half-ass and shortcut it, I'm looking at these doors, all I'm thinking about, not how great the front looks, how I shortcut the back, and how I hope no one opens up that back to see who I really am. Bullshit. I'm standing here right now in front of you. Judge me. I'm proud of every inch. I'm proud of every second. Do I have flaws? Yes. Do I work on them once they're identified? Yes. Am I constantly trying to improve the namesake, the IPO value of my name? Yes, I am. The small things mean as much to me as the large things, because those small things add up to be more and more and more. They create the big thing. The big thing isn't just one. It's trained for, it's fought for. In the training, in the gym, in those moments of character testing, of morality, integrity, that everyone seems to fail these days. Who stands up, picks up the trash when no one's looking? Who does that? The same person that's on top of the podium later in life. They go hand in hand. It's a heartbeat, guys, at the end that really wins it. At the toppest level of competition, everyone's got the talent. Everyone's got the perseverance. Everyone has it all, and everyone wants it. But somebody wants it more. Someone's heartbeat is constantly beating for it. Not just when people are watching, not just in training, but when they're sleeping, they're dreaming of it. It's a constant cycle. How do you know when you're on the right path? When the small nuances in life that people don't really value, they consider a nuisance, you consider them as valuable as the big events when everyone is watching. When you perform to a certain level when no one's watching, you build a level of excellence about yourself that stands the test of time. No matter what happens in front of you, you are character true, code of conduct pure. I know who you are because you're the same person. In adversity, in victory, in defeat, you're the same motherfucker. It doesn't get turned off ever. Excellence, I said before, guys, is not an accident in somebody's life. It's a habitual habit that's trained and perfected and then remastered every single day. in everything they do. You know you're on the right path when these small things, the momentum builders, hold value to yourself. When you stamp your name on something and it means something, come check it out, I did this. Not hoping someone doesn't see it. The fact you know it exists is enough. I went into the landscaping business in high school. Had a bunch of employees and I hired in my class, and so I drop one off to cut a lawn with a mower, and I go to another place, drop another one off, and then I go to the third, cut that, then I come back and pick them all up. You know, I come back and they're like, yeah, the grass is cut. But it doesn't look to the standard of which my name of my company should look. What standard is that? The customer standard. When I finish cutting someone's lawn, those grain patterns are going left and right like it's a fucking par 3. They come home and they look at their lawn and a smile comes in their face. That's when I know I've done it right. When the lawn looks that way, the owners are smiling and just loving it, and happy, I know that lawn right there is a stamp of approval of who I am, that the other neighbors will see too. And it'll probably promote me to cut their lawn. Everything works. I'm not just looking to get it done to get a paycheck, because that'd be the last paycheck I get from them. I go to a higher standard because it's me fucking doing it. And it's gotta be that way. Not just in cutting the lawn, not just in, washing the car, not just in shaking someone's hand, but in all of them added up to the event that that day you are victorious. You do it that way, guys. And you value the small entities of life. 3-dimensional. In the arena, in the training, and then in between. You are on the right path. Because excellence is something you strive for. Probably never attainable. But it's a game of golf, guys. You're always trying to beat your last score. You're not worried what the competition score is. If you're worried about that, you lose sight in what you are, what your ability is. And that's something you need everything you have for. When you shortcut something here, the smaller things when no one's watching, part of your soul is left there. At the final hour, you need everything you have to get through it. You can't allow part of yourself to be left behind, thinking of how you shortcutted something in the final hour when you need everything you got. But you're lacking a little bit because no one was watching then. But now everyone is watching and you don't quite have it. In that golf game, it's the 15th hole. You're 10 shots ahead of the competition. That changes your mentality all of a sudden. You might change what you're doing. But if you just play your best and try to beat your last score, then when it's all done with, see what the competition score is. But if you're on the 15th hole and your competition is 10 strokes behind you and you start lightening it up a little bit, playing it safe and safe and safe and safe, fine. The next time you play, you're on the 15th hole, competition's 2 strokes ahead of you. Wow, well, I had an opportunity there to believe myself before and go for this shot. And if it didn't work out, I would have learned a lot. So now I'm in the same situation. I could apply that, but no, I didn't do it then because I based what I was going for off the competition instead of who the fuck I was. So now I'm looking down on a shot I've never done before. And I really pray it works out well. You can't win that, guys. Eventually it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. It won't. If everything you do, you put your name to the best of who you are. You're not trying to win the title. You're trying to win the legacy. There's a big difference there. The title is just getting a lawn cut for the fucking paycheck. Probably the last time you cut that lawn. Just winning the title in a bodybuilding competition. You beg, steal, fucking, murder for it. Do drugs for it. You get the title, yeah, cool. Not good enough, because that title won't get you another title. Because the way you went about it was shortcutted. There's no future in that. When you do it for a legacy, everything you do holds value. There are no shortcuts. You went to every fucking corner, made a left turn or a right turn, and then you went down the next path. Ensured everything in the opportunity was presented, that you got the most out of each situation you could. If you come up short, you know it's not from your lack of effort. You got beat honestly, and that's fine. But you'll never look back on that event and say, fuck. If only I did that. What if I did this? Too fucking late for that. Build a legacy, guys. Don't go after the title. Every single day, the small things in life hold value to. It's you doing them. And you should have value in yourself. When you value your name, your life will be remembered. How do you know you're on the right path? When the small things mean as much as the big things. And lifting, those last couple reps mean as much to you as looking in the mirror and flexing or winning the competition, because you know those small things add up to that. And if you half-ass it here, you can't expect anything but the half-ass fucking accomplishment later.
Mirror doesn't lie. It's like wearing a permanent piece of clothing for the rest of your life. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, man, because everyone sees you in that. Just so happens, you know the tailor really well. You own the needle and the thread of this piece of clothing you're wearing. It's your body. How do you want to look in the mirror? Every single morning, do you want a positive reinforcement or do you want a negative one to go about your day? How do you want people to see you? Like that? You know? Or like that? It's your prerogative. This shit comes off, the sweat, replaced by that. That's the part about it. Because once you have this, you got this too. You scare the shit out of people. People know that you had the ability to do at least one thing right in your life. And they're willing to bet you can do something else right too. They give you the opportunity. And you take your trained talent and you marry that to the person you want to be. Last step success, once you have it all, you give it back to someone else. Climbing his way up. That's a complete life. Take a picture of it. Alright guys, that's the workout, man. Shoulder workout. We didn't go to McDonald's and get our meal supersized. We went to the gym to get our life shoulderized. Is that a word? Yeah, it's a word, man. Look it up in dictionary. Where would you find it? You find it right after fuck and right before you. It's a theory, guys. It's a theory of excellence. A theory that you're willing to shoulder more than your responsibility of life because you expect and demand something more of life. Champion's mentality, man. You're not in the fucking system, in the arena, in the equation, hoping for a good result. You're demanding a motherfucking result. You're going above and beyond what's expected in the gym, what normal people do. You do more than what's normal because you want more than a normal return of life's investment. That's shoulderized, man. 6 exercises, a couple mass ones, and we're going into the detail of the definition, the shape. You know, having fun with it, breaking up monotony, keeping our imagination alive, vision eyes onto the future of where we want to be, and then giving it all we have in every single set. That increases the margins of victory. Red Plitt, help you stay fit. Helping you get fit-sized. Motherfuckerized. Yeah.
Why are we outside right now? Before we start our fucking workout. Our mind's ready, our body's ready. We've done our little pussy stretching, but you know, our muscles are ready to do this stuff. Why are we out here? Because the world's fucking out here. Everyone else has these goals in life where they hold them inside. They don't let anyone know because they don't want anyone to have them accountable for that shit. So what they do is they say they're gonna do a change, but they don't tell anybody, and they kind of go about it. In the event that going about it's too tough, that they can pass judgment on just themselves without having a third party subjective nature passing it on them every fucking day as a bullshitter. Another member of the long fucking line of losers of this world where second place is good. Now we're outside right now. Why are we outside? Because we want to fucking transform that. So why are we gonna do what we're gonna do? We're gonna get a little more motivation. We're gonna tell everyone motherfuckers out here that we're here to fucking win. This is my fucking time! Get in line! That's how you do it, guys. You fucking commit to something. You tell everyone about it. And no matter what, they honk and cheer for you. They get behind you. Instead of being one of those subjective nature losers in life that beats you down because you're doing better than them and you're reminding them of their failures. And here we start. Get the mind right, the body will follow. Tell the world, get a goal, achievable goal. And then day by day by day, you start to do that goal to make it the reality, guys. It's not guesswork. It's a science of intensity. And if you don't have the intensity, don't fucking come in here. Everyone knows it. They know it now, and when we transform, goddamn, they're gonna know it there on a visual sense.